After the Denver Nuggets won the 2023 NBA Finals, I thought they were going to be a team that was going to be in title contention for years to come. And then they had a very disappointing playoff exit in round 2 last year to the Minnesota Timberwolves. And they've had some weird losses this year, and they barely beat a LeBron and Luka-less LA Lakers team. I just want to see if the Nuggets are going to become a dynasty, and I want to turn them into one before it's too late and Nikola Jokic's prime is over, because he's 30 years old. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, we have a 30-year-old, 98 overall Nikola Jokic in a loaded conference. The Thunder on the rise. The Spurs are going to be on the rise. The Rockets and the Grizzlies are young and good. The Lakers have Luka Doncic. And I haven't even talked about like the Pelicans bouncing back next year, or maybe the Minnesota Timberwolves or the Warriors. Like, the West is so good. And the Denver Nuggets, I think, were the talk of the town after 2023. Jokic doesn't win MVP, but he was coming off back-to-back MVPs. Then he gets the Finals MVP. He wins it all last year. They were the 2 seed, and then they didn't end up winning Game 7 at home to the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I would like to get Russell Westbrook a ring. That is going to be a goal for today's video as well. He is 36 years old. We have Jamal Murray, who's been playing some great basketball over the last few weeks. Christian Brown should be in most improved player conversations. You got Michael Porter, Peyton Watson, Aaron Gordon, who's making a lot of money. Him and MPJ are making some bread now. And I'm intrigued to see where 2K has them finishing in the Western Conference seedings, because it has been very tight there at the top over the last few weeks. It's like the Thunder #1, and then everybody else feels like they're a tier below. And like always, I will be doing my bracket group for you guys. It's called SROS, just SROS. Winner is going to get $100. Second place is going to get $75. Third place will get $50. You can do up to 25 entries, and it's absolutely free to join. The link to that will be in the description below. All right, so Shai does win MVP, and I think that's going to happen this year as well. Alex Sarr, it's Rookie of the Year. I feel like that's going to be Stephon Castle. Jonas Valanciunas, 6th Man of the Year. I feel like that's going to be Peyton Pritchard. Giannis Depoy, might be Triple J, might be Mobley. Cade Most Improved, and Trae Young is your clutch player of the year. Nikola Jokic, to no surprise, is on All-NBA first team. He is back up to a 99 overall. We do have Nikola Jokic. Oh, man, on all defensive first team. Yeah, I would not say he's a top 5 defender in the sport. I don't know what 2K is thinking there. We do finish up as the 2 seed. We are going to be going up against the LA Clippers in round #1, which I think is a good matchup for the Nuggets. Russ gets to go against Harden and his former team, but the Clippers offense isn't the best in the world in terms of teams that could go up against Denver in round 1, like a Minnesota or somebody like that. And I do think that the Nuggets will be fine against them. Like, they're a good defensive team, but yeah, Zubac versus Jokic in that series would be incredible, because Zubac has been a good defender this year. I like Christian Brown at the 2, MPJ, Aaron Gordon. Yeah, there we go. Like, teams are just going to let Russ shoot in the playoffs, and I hope he realizes, like, maybe he shouldn't be shooting a ton. Like, I'm going to go 36 minutes to Jokic. Let's go a decent amount to Gordon. DeAndre Jordan can get, like, 8 minutes a night. Actually, he may get, like, 12 if Jokic is going to get 36. Julian Strawther can get around 15 minutes a night. Peyton Watson, obviously, we value his defense. He's going to get 20 minutes. I don't think I'm going to get anybody else in there. I'm excited to have Deron Holmes next year. Let's go 35 to Murray, 34 to MPJ, and let's do another 33 to Aaron or Michael Porter Jr. I guess I'm not really playing these guys a ton, but I do think we'll be fine as long as we can stay healthy to win round #1, as we do end up beating the LA Clippers in game 1. We end up winning game 2. We dropped 163 points. Okay. Aaron Gordon dropping 33. Murray dropping 39 and 5 steals. Jokic just a light 45, 9 and 15. Oh, and there we go. There's our first injury. Russell Westbrook breaks his left arm, and he's out for the playoffs, so that sucks. Strawther's going to have to step up as an option there. I might get some Jalen Pickett minutes. Like, he's going to get 10 minutes a night, I think. We'll do 20 to Watson, 20 to Strawther, 37 to Jokic, 35, 36, 35, 36, something like that, or 35 to these 3. Oh, I wanted to get Russ a ring, and he's not even going to be healthy if we do miraculously win a ring this year. Harden drops 44 on us in game 3. We did lose this one. Jokic had 14 assists. In game 4, they tied up. So we are 0-2 without Russell Westbrook. Jokic fouled out in 24 minutes. All right, so unfortunately, we did lose the rubber match. We lost by 15 here. We are 0-3 without Russell Westbrook. Game 6, and we get sent home in round #1. All right, so maybe this is kind of what I wanted to happen, because now we're not at, like, rock bottom. No, but, like, I don't know. We're realizing maybe this core can't get it done like it did in 2023. Maybe they had a favorable path in the Western Conference. They beat the Timberwolves in round #1, and that was like Ant, like, breaking out, but he wasn't like the Ant we know him today. And then they beat the Suns in round #2. They ended up sweeping the Lakers in the conference finals in a very close sweep. They got the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals. So I want to see, like, a more legitimate playoff run from this team. As well. Like, it's going to be tougher competition. I mean, the Thunder got swept by Minnesota, which I don't really think is going to happen. You have the Knicks who ended up, okay, Boston lost to Atlanta in round number 1. That's funny. But the Knicks are playing the Timberwolves in the NBA Finals, and the Knicks win it all. As a Knicks fan, I'd love to see that. I don't think that's going to happen here in 2025. I do want LeBron to come back for at least one more year. You know, we could try to see if we're going to play him in the Western Conference playoffs next year. And I hope I'm able to bring back Russell Westbrook, but I don't know. And we also don't own our first round pick this year. The Orlando Magic are going to get it later in the first round. That is going to be from the Aaron Gordon trade. I believe the final piece from that deal. So it's going to be there at pick 26. And I don't know, like, we got a Christian Brown contract extension looming. I am going to keep Mike Malone. I do think he was on the hot seat at one point before he ended up winning that 2023 ring. It wasn't like as bad as like 2021 Mike Budenholzer on the Bucks, but I do think there were rumblings, and now I don't know, like just losing in round 2 last year to Minnesota, losing in round number 1 this year, we're going to see Russ start to regress. I mean, everybody else is either 30 or younger, so our window is still open. And we should have a lot better of a backup center next year with DeRon Holmes being healthy rather than having DeAndre Jordan out there. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully Peyton Watson and Julian Strawther can progress. We actually don't own any draft picks either. I'm going to try to get like a second rounder. I don't know. I want to see if I can move Hunter Tyson to the Wizards for 43 and 48. They're going to say no. Can I not even get 2 second rounders for Hunter Tyson? I want to hold on to Jalen Pickett, and injuries are on, so you never know. I don't think anybody's taking Zeke Naji right now with 3 years left on that deal. All right, what about, okay, they can't even take on Hunter Tyson. I was going to try to get, yeah, 43 and 48, but they said no to that. I doubt I'm getting, I mean, I'll offer this for 31 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're going to say no. What about 45 and 52? Okay, the Memphis Grizzlies did agree to that, so we sent Hunter Tyson there. Yeah, Cooper Flagg ends up going number 1 to Washington. Get him in the Eastern Conference. Number 2, the Toronto Raptors are taking Dylan Harper. Good, get him in the Eastern Conference. Washington is there at 3. I'm not sure if there's like a Suns pick in there that moved up. I don't know how they have 3. I'll have to check the lottery, but they take Ace Bailey. So they have Ace Bailey and Cooper Flagg. And oh yeah, Trae Young was just traded to the Utah Jazz. All right, so my 2 draft picks are from the ACC and the Big East. I got Thomas Sorber there at 45, so I guess his injury at Georgetown hurt the draft stock a little bit. We were able to snag him in the second round, and I took Andrei Stojakovic, the son of Peja Stojakovic, there at 52. So yeah, I could finally have DeAndre Jordan off the team. If Zeke Naji doesn't play well, Sorber could be another center option for us, because I'm not sure if DeRon Holmes is like a full-time 5 or a power forward. Either way, he's going to be like the backup big. Brown, Watson, Strawther all coming back. Saric, not surprised he opts into $5.4 million, and Russ opts out of $3.4 million. I'm like scared giving Russ big time money. I will offer Trey Alexander and PJ Hall the qualifying offers, as we're here at moratorium. Do I have bird rights on Russ? Thank God. $21 million. Damn, that is a lot of money. I'm going to give Russ a 1-year deal. We're going to go into the luxury tax for you, Russ, and I don't think you're going to live up to $19 million. But man, you bet on yourself, and you're going to get a nice payday for it. We are going to renounce the rights on DeAndre Jordan and Vlatko Konkar. And we're going to bring a old friend back to the Denver Nuggets, a player that was a very impactful member on that 2023 title team, Bruce Brown. And then I'm also going to get Saddiq Bey on a 2-year deal. As LeBron goes to the Lakers, Naz Reid goes to the Atlanta Hawks, but they don't have Trae Young anymore. Miles Turner, okay, goes to the Raptors for like basically no money. All right, so Nikola Jokic is a 97. Jamal Murray regresses down to an 84. Russ regresses down to his 79. Little progression around here, but nothing too crazy. All right, so we can re-sign Christian Braun. Let's do that right now. Christian Brown. Why did I say Christian Braun? I always thought it was like Braun when I watched him at Kansas because of Ryan Braun, the former Milwaukee Brewer. And yeah, it's just Christian Braun. So we are going to walk him in at a flat rate, which is going to be kind of nice. 34. It's going to be a 4-year, $68 million deal. Honestly, let's make it a 4-year, $70 or $70 million deal, which I think we can get him back at a discount before he hits free agency. Peyton Watson, I'd like to bring him back as well. Let's do a, honestly, I think we could front load his contract. So we're going to give him about $8.5 million to start. That will go down every year. Strawther, we don't really need to work on for a little bit. Hopefully we can get him back for like basically around what he wants right now next year. I do actually have to release 4 players before the season starts. Spencer Jones is going to be 1. PJ Hall is going to be another. I think I don't want to trade Saric just because of that $5.4 million we could potentially move. But I don't think I have a choice. I think I'm going to release Dario Saric. It's going to cost, yeah, $5.4 million. And I do need to release one other player before the season starts. I'm scared it's going to be Jalen Pickett or it's going to be Trey Alexander. I guess it'll end up being Trey Alexander. That actually wasn't too hard. So we're going to have Murray, Brown, Watson, Gordon. Nope, we are going to get MPJ. I thought about an MP trade last offseason, but I want to see what this team can do this year. That could be something that happens at the deadline. I think I'm going to get Bruce Brown into the rotation to start things off before Saddiq Bey. The second rounders are definitely not going to play yet. Maybe we give them both like 8 minutes a night. I mean, Deron Holmes is out, so I think I'd rather play Thomas Sorber, the backup, 5 minutes than Zeke Naji just to see what he can do. Russ, we're going to cool off on the minutes just a little bit because he's getting up there in age. Peyton Watson as well is going to go down to like 19 minutes a night. 35 to Jokic. Let's go 34 to Murray. We could probably do something like 32 to Gordon and something like that just to start things off. We have a home game against the Blazers, and we beat them by 19 to start off the 2026 season. All right, so Deron Holmes just came back, which means we are going to get him into the lineup over Thomas Sorber, who wasn't playing bad, but I want to see what Deron Holmes, the former first-round pick, can do. And we got off to a 10-3 start this year. Not bad. Ooh, this is brutal. Christian Braun, high left ankle sprain. He's going to be out for a little bit. Another good season for him. Just the scoring's down a little bit, but we're going to see if Julian Strawther can step up. And Bruce Brown, like, he's been fine this year. I think he's going to play a little bit more, even though he's not been shooting the ball all that well. Saddiq Bey, I mean, I think has been fine too. We're going to get him up there. But I think we're going to try to see, like, I want to see the depth improve. I want to go 8 minutes to Andrei Stojakovic to see what he can do. And we'll go about, like, 29 minutes to Strawther and more to Gordon and Porter. And we are playing really well. We are 37-14. We are the 1 seed at the trade deadline. I mean, that is very encouraging. It's because our offense is elite. We are scoring about 127 points a game. The defense isn't terrible. We're about middle of the pack here in the West. I mean, we are anchored by Jokic, who's averaging a 27-point triple-double on 53, 42, 82 splits. But Jamal Murray has been incredible this year. 23.5 points, 6.5 assists, 50, 36, 88 splits. This may be the best year of his career. Michael Porter Jr., 16 points, shooting 42% from 3. Aaron Gordon's even shooting 38% from 3. Russ, 35% from 3. I don't know what's in the water or maybe the snow over there in Colorado, but everybody's shooting well from 3, at least for the most part. And I don't think I'm going to trade any of the depth. I kind of like it just in case an injury does happen in the playoffs. We have a plethora of wings. We have some guards. And I think we have some guys that can step up. So yeah, I'm not going to make any trades this year at the deadline. I also want to hold on to a little bit of draft capital. I think we work out an extension with Julian Strawther. Hey, you're going to be a rich man. You're about to get $30 million guaranteed after your rookie deal. And I think that's going to be a nice extension for us as we're going to try to get in there and sign him. I guess we're kind of acting as Calvin Booth. I mean, we look at our salary cap breakdown. Paying a lot of money out there. We definitely are, but I do think Strawther, Watson, and Brown, it's like the new wave of young guys are going to help this team going forward. We do own our first-round pick this year as well, which is kind of nice. So hopefully we can land a good player in the 26th draft, but I'm hoping I'm picking at number 30. All right, so Jokic does win MVP, which is now the 4th of his career. And then he has 2 number 2 finishes as well. 2023 to Embiid, 2025 to Shea. Puts up 27 points, 13.7 rebounds, 10.4 assists, 53, 43, 83 splits. Incredible numbers by him. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year. Josh Giddey's your 6th Man of the Year. Wemby Depoy, Risa Shea, Most Improved, and Luka Doncic is your, your Clutch Player of the Year. So yeah, Jokic did break his right finger on the last game of the year. He is day-to-day, but I think he will be fine, especially after the play-in tournament. He does not make all defensive first team, but he makes all defensive second team. So 2K really thinks he's a top 10 defender in the sport. I guess you'll love to see it for us as we are going up against the Sacramento Kings in round number 1. They were the 8 seed, lost to the Clippers, but then beat the Warriors. They're starting Shake Milton at the 1, Levine, DeRozan, Murray, and Sabonis at the 2, 3, 4, 5. Portis, Ellis, Oubre, Carter, and Isaac Jones all off the bench. As Nikola Jokic is averaging 27.5 points, we already saw that. Jamal Murray, 23 points. Michael Porter Jr., 16. Aaron Gordon, 13.5. Russ, 10.5 points. Really good numbers from him. I thought he was going to regress hard, but no, he was still really good for us. And we have plenty of depth. God forbid there is an injury here in the playoffs. So we are going to trim this rotation down, which means Bruce Brown and I think Saddiq Bey are both getting the cut from the playoff rotation. They were great regular season pieces for us. Saddiq Bey was fine. Bruce Brown was also fine. But I like the Strawther, Russ, Watson, Holmes combo off the bench. Holmes, I think, was a little disappointing. I mean, you're going to make me question Thomas Sorber over you, which maybe I'm going to do. Which is kind of risky because it was such a small sample size from Sorber earlier in the year. We're going to go about 17 to Peyton Watson. Shot I'm worried about. Russ, about the same at 17. We're going to go 23 a night to Strawther. And then for the starting rotation, we are going to go 38 to Jokic. We're going to go 36 to Murray. We're going to go about 33 to Brown. Did it again. Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon. And we are 4.5 star pace and space. I don't want to go to defense. So yeah, we're going to stick with that. Game number 1, Jokic is fine. We do win this game 136-113, a triple-double for Jokic, and 65 combined between Murray and Porter Jr. All right, here we go. Game number 2 is going to go to the Denver Nuggets, 126-119. Jokic with a 35-point triple-double. Game number 3 goes to the Nuggets, 123-115. Jokic with 41, Porter with 24. And then we end up sweeping the Sacramento Kings. All right, so we lost in round 1 last year as a 2 seed. Oh my God, man. Poor Russ. Last year, he breaks his forearm in the playoffs out. This year, we get a playoff series victory, vibes are high, and then what that's a dislocated his patella, and he was so good against the Kings. Ugh, that sucks so much. So, I think we're not going to go with, like, Jalen Pickett. I think I'm going to go with Bruce Brown. He's going to get around 10 minutes a night. How was Sorber? He was fine. I think Watson can get about 20, and then I'm going to go about 37 to Murray, 34 to these guys. That actually sucks. All right, so we're going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Kyrie, Christie, Griffin, AD, and Lively. I mean, basically, this team can stay healthy. They could be scary. So let's see what happens here in game number 1. We do win by 7. I mean, Jokic going up against those bigs, like Jokic and Gordon. I just want to see the Mavericks fully healthy with their bigs. I can't believe the Kyrie injury because it just ruins all of next year as well. I just feel so bad for Mavericks fans. So, not a good Strother game, but we're fine. On to game 3. We end up winning this one, 129-114. Jokic with the triple-double, 5 steals. Porter Jr. with 21, Gordon with 20. On to game number 4. We do lose. All right, so we have a series here. We are tied 2 games apiece. Same thing happened against the Clippers last year, and I'm getting deja vu. We go down 3-2. All right, are we going to lose in 6 or are we going to go to a game 7? We do go to a game 7. We win by 9. Jokic with the triple-double. Murray with 33 and 10. All right, here we go. Maybe this is going to be like Timberwolves Nuggets game 7. I hope not. But yeah, the Nuggets really, they didn't go to a game 7 in that 2023 championship run. We are doing well, though. I mean, the fourth quarter has not been off to a great start, but we are up by double digits, and we're blowing it. We're getting outscored by 13 here in the fourth after a great third quarter. We're up by 5, up by 8. I think we're going to be okay. This would be a crazy collapse, and we do end up winning 125-116. Jamal Murray, man. Jamal Murray showing like he is a playoff riser. 26 points, 7 assists, 51, 39, 93 splits. Incredible game from him. Jokic fouled out in 34 minutes. He had a triple-double and 7 turnovers. Not a great Jokic game, and he still had a triple-double, but we advance. So we're taking on the San Antonio Spurs, who have Fox at the 2, Castle as the 6th man. All right, Cam Jones, Conkin Nipple just not playing that much. Jeremiah Fears, this team is deep, unless both of them may actually be hurt. So, yeah, we don't have Russ. This team does have any injuries? No injuries. They do have Chaz Lanier, Braden Smith, and Chad Baker Mazar, who you guys are going to hear a lot about throughout March Madness. All right, here we go. Game number 2. We do end up losing to the San Antonio Spurs, 136-132. Jokic had a 34-point triple-double. Castle had 30 points in 20 minutes. Okay. Game number 3. Michael Porter Jr. has a stomach virus, but he can play through it, thankfully. We do end up winning by 3. He ended up shooting 5 of 14. All right. I mean, he's been good consistently throughout the playoffs. Peyton Watson is struggling with this shot. Game number 4, we do lose this. All right, man. We go up 2-1, but we can never go up 3-1, which is kind of unfortunate. Thomas Sorber at 8 points. Game number 5 goes to San Antonio. Oh, my God. We lost by 10. Can Jokic not score on Wemby? Aaron Gordon, 2 of 10. Don't lose in 6. And we are going to lose in 6, and you have a Spurs-Pacers NBA Finals. All right, so at least we went back to the conference finals. We lose by 22. I'm going to go back to Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon. They were both good for me, like, consistently throughout the playoffs. They're just making a ton of money. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take for this team. I mean, we lose Russell Westbrook. I'm paying him $19 million a year, and he gets hurt in the playoffs again. He may retire. Oh, my God, LeBron never really gets those injuries. It's kind of amazing that LeBron never had, like, a serious injury in his career. Like, KD had a serious injury. Curry had the ankle issues. Kawhi's had his injuries. You're looking at the best players of these centuries. I mean, Russ had that serious injury in the mid-2010s. On top of my head, Harden never really had a major injury, thankfully. Paul George had a major injury. And Greg Popovich does end up going to the Hall of Fame. Loaded Hall of Fame class right there. But, yeah, Russ did not retire, which I guess we're running it back with him. I don't know how much he's going to ask for. Here we are during the lottery. I'm not going to be getting that 30th overall pick. 29. Damn. And we didn't even win it all. The Bulls win the lottery, followed by the Trailblazers and the Sixers. I'm going to keep Mike Malone, but if we do not make it to the finals last year, he's a free agent. We're going in a different direction. All right, so Michael Porter Jr. is in a contract year. I didn't really get a lot of good offers, but I could get off the Zeke Naji money. Maybe the Warriors would accept this. I get Moses Moody, who's coming off a solid year for Golden State, nothing crazy. They really don't have any other assets like under contract right now. It's just Jimmy, Hield, and Caruso, and maybe I could wait till after team player options to do this, but I'd get the 14th overall pick, plus a 2031st. So 2 first-round picks and Moses Moody, who's under contract at a good tradable deal. We save money against the luxury tax. I mean, I don't know if that's the player to move. I just really like Aaron Gordon's defense, and we need it. And I mean, Michael Porter Jr. is probably going to get less than $40 million on the new extension. I don't know. Maybe I hold him around. This is a little bit risky. I'm going back and forth. I don't think I'm going to do it. So AJ Debanta is going to go to the Chicago Bulls, Cameron Boozer to the Blazers, and the Sixers at 3. Take Caleb Wilson, Darren Peterson to the Magic. It's pretty sweet. And I'm going to take another wing, Carter Knox out of Arkansas. Was kind of a top high school recruit. I believe he's the younger brother of Kevin Knox. Was going to go to Kentucky. Coach Calipari went to Arkansas. He followed suit, but it is going to be Carter with a K, not a C. All right, so we're going to pick up the team option on Holmes, Pickett, Sorber, and Stojakovic. Let's go here to free agency, where Russell Westbrook will be a free agent yet again. Okay, so he's going to be a little bit cheaper. Let's bring him back on just another one-year deal. I can't see him outplaying this contract at this age. We are so far against the luxury tax. Let me see, after I sign Russ and renounce the rights on these guys, can I use a mid-level exception? All right, maybe it's not the best exception in the world, but it's something. All right, I'm going to sign Donte DiVincenzo to a 2-year deal worth a little bit over $10 million a year. I'm going to make him a shooting guard, but I do think he could be somewhat of a playmaker / initiator if we do lose Russ to an injury. As Luka joins AJ Debanta over there in Chicago, Jaren Jackson Jr. goes to a team that could have drafted him in 2018. Phoenix Suns. Trae Young leaves Utah for LA. Randall goes to the Clippers. Dyson Daniels to the Pistons. Him and Cade in the backcourt is a lot of fun. And we are here at player progression, where Jokic does regress a little bit. Christian Brown regresses as well. Murray's up to an 85 overall. There's Strother, Holmes. Like, we have a deepish roster. I don't know if there's going to be a trade before the season starts. So Michael Porter Jr. does not want to re-sign right now, which is interesting. I don't know what we're going to do there. We do have Aaron Gordon. I mean, we could re-sign him. Not really going to do that right now, but Jokic I will re-sign to, like, probably the last big deal of his career. And I do need to release somebody before the season starts. So I don't know if I'm going to make a trade or cut somebody. I don't want to cut any of the young guys. It sucks, but I think I'm going to have to release Jalen Pickett. But I still think he could be something in this league, like a Miles McBride type player. I do want to make DiVincenzo a shooting guard before the season starts. His overall doesn't really change, though. All right, so let's construct this rotation where it's going to be the same starting 5 it's been in the past. Peyton Watson's going to get around like 17 minutes a night. Like, I think the contract extension for Strother will work out. Christian Brown, it's going to work out as well. I don't know if it's going to really work out for Peyton Watson. Let's go 30 minutes a night to these guys. And I think, yeah, Russ is going to start the year hurt, unfortunately. Deron Holmes, we're going to give him one last chance. I think instead of playing, I mean, yeah, I want to play DiVincenzo. Probably about 12 minutes a night, 10 to Holmes. Let's go about... I want to go about 35 to Murray, 35 to Jokic is fine. 16 to Watson, 12 to DiVincenzo, 10 to Holmes. Let's see what Stojakovic can do with about 10 minutes a night. And then I could always get Saddiq Bey in that rotation. And we could play... We'll do Thomas Sorber 10 minutes a night as well. That will change when Russ is back. We are 4.5 star pace and space. That is incredible. And we start the year with back-to-back wins. We were the 1 seed last year. We didn't really lose anybody in the offseason. Let's see how we perform in the 2027 season. All right, so we are here at the 2027 trade deadline. We are 31-20. We do have the 3rd best point differential, and I do feel like we're in the same tier as Minnesota and OKC. We have the best offense in the Western Conference. We actually have by far the best offense in the NBA. Damn, we would be cooking over there in the East. It's just the West is so tough. The defense, like, I'd like to get it on the tier of OKC and Minnesota. That's why I like them a little bit more, but our defense isn't bad. I do wonder if we think about a Michael Porter Jr. trade at the deadline. Like, I'm getting 50 points a night between Jokic and Murray. I mean, Porter Jr. is just kind of like a spot-up shooter for us now. And he's still 28 years old. You'd have to work out a new contract extension for him. I mean, Christian Brown has been fantastic. Is he open to an extension with us now? He is. See, it's like so much cheaper. I'd probably get him in at $20 million a year. I'll see the market, and I just think, like, I don't know. I think I'm putting a lot of stock into how this team is going to look. Russ, this might be it for him. It might be time at the end of the year for him to retire. DiVincenzo is been pretty good for us. 41% of his threes. Peyton Watson's even a little bit better with his shot. Julian Strother's kind of having a mini breakout. I think we look at a Michael Porter Jr. trade. I don't know if I'm going to get anything that makes sense. I think an offseason deal would make sense. This would be hilarious. And Embiid and Jokic on the same team. I mean, Kobe White, I'm not moving Strother. I think, like, what I could do is re-sign Michael Porter Jr., 3 years, $60 million total, and then we can have a handshake deal. Like, you're getting your $60 million guaranteed. we could work on a deal in the offseason. I thought about an idea of a Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson swap in the offseason, but the Hawks didn't really have like that secondary asset that I think would make it worth it for us. And it's just really tough to move that salary mid-year and get guys that would make sense that would gel with this offense. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to re-sign Michael Porter Jr. right now, but if it comes to it, we will move him in the offseason. So I'm going to give him about 3 years, $60 million total. And we will get him to agree to that deal. I don't need to re-sign Gordon right now, so I'm not going to make any trades. And just hope that, I mean, if Russ does get hurt in the playoffs, he might only play 10 minutes for us. I don't even know if he's making the playoff rotation. All right, so Jokic takes home the 5th MVP award of his career. 27 points, 13 rebounds, 10 assists. Like, I'm getting best player in the world at 32 years old. Like, our window is still open, and I'd like to win it all with him because this is what I'm worried about. I think I may do a similar rebuild with the Milwaukee Bucks. Same thing. Like, I worry about Giannis' prime being over in a few years and them only getting 1 ring out of that prime when these are generational players in Jokic and Giannis. And they are both, around 32 years old now. Jokic does make All-NBA first team. I thought we were going to get Jamal Murray on an All-NBA team the way he played this year. And the top 10 defender again, Nikola Jokic. You just love to see it. We finished as the 3 seed. Very similar 1-2-3 to the 2024 playoffs. Just swapped Denver and Minnesota, but Jokic was incredible. Like I said, I thought Jamal Murray, 51, 42, 87 splits, should have gotten on an All-NBA team. Aaron Gordon, there's some times in 2K where you get some bad Aaron Gordon numbers, and I have not gotten those. It's been a pleasant surprise. There's MPJ in a little bit of a backseat role, but I think Strother and Brown are ready to be like the wing starters going forward. DiVincenzo knocked down his threes for us, so I'm debating benching, I don't know, like Stojakovic not playing for us in the playoffs, did shoot 37% from 3. I'm debating benching Russ. The numbers were really bad. I think he's just a vibes guy now, unfortunately. So let's go 10 minutes to Holmes. I think 10 minutes to Holmes, 15 to DiVincenzo. We'll do about 18 to Watson. Let's go about 26 to Strother. And then let's go about 38 to Jokic, 36 to Murray. And then I'm going to go about 32 to Gordon and Porter Jr., 33 to Christian Brown. And here we go, taking on Wemby and the Spurs, the team that knocked us out in the conference finals last year. Stephon Castle's coming off the bench. Jeremiah Fears at the 1. I don't know why 2K threw De'Aaron Fox to a shooting guard. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Looks like Malachi Branham may have gotten hurt on this team. Either way, they are the 6th seed. I'd like to beat them. We do beat them by 16 in game 1 on a monster Jokic game. Game number 2 goes to the Denver Nuggets, 102-98. Jokic had 26 rebounds and 14 assists, but we're always up 2-0, and then we lose 3 in a row. Don't tell me that's going to happen again. Don't tell me that's going to happen again. Okay, thank God. We go up 3-1 against Wemby. 26, 21, and 14 for Jokic. Game number 5. We do take care of business, and we have back-to-back years with a round 1 victory. And Golden State, all right, actually beats Minnesota. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Did Curry get hurt? I think so. How did Curry get hurt? Curry is going to be, is he going to be out for the series? Oh, no, Curry retired. Yeah. How did they beat Minnesota? Like, who is dropping? They have Josh Green dropping 24 points. Yeah, I mean, Jasper Johnson looked really good, but I think we should beat this team. They have Jalen Duren. They do have John Collins. Game 1 goes to us. If we don't win and go back to the conference finals, I'm going to lose my mind. We're tied 2-2. We're up 3-2. Aaron Gordon's going to be dealing with another shoulder injury. He had one earlier in the year, but he could play through it. And we lost in 7. Oh, my God. I guess I got cocky. Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God, I think we were up 3-2. We lose game 6 by 30, so they force a game 7, and then they beat us by 12. Jasper Johnson is just like the next great point guard. Obi Toppin, oh my God. All right, Mike Malone, you're getting fired. I can't, man. Oh my God, the Thunder beat the Warriors in 7. How were the Warriors this competitive without Steph? I don't know. And like a 40-year-old Jimmy, and the Thunder won it all. So another year, another playoff disappointment for the Denver Nuggets. There goes Russ, he retires. I couldn't get him a ring. I suck. Harden and Russ retire together and head to the Hall of Fame together, which is pretty cool. They were drafted 1 year apart. Obviously came up on the same team, played on the Rockets together, the Thunder together, and also played on the LA Clippers together. So the Denver Nuggets do not own their first round pick in the 2027 draft. We are going to be giving that to the OKC Thunder at pick 25. You win it all, and we just give you our first round pick. So I will offer Nick Nurse a deal. I will offer Ty Lue a deal. I will offer Tom Thibodeau a deal. I don't know how I feel about Tibbs, though. I will offer Chris Finch a deal. Quinn Snyder is going to get a deal. I don't think I'm offering Doc Rivers a deal. I do think there's a lot of good head coaches out here, and we are going to move on from Mike Malone. I don't know if I'm going to get any of these assistants. Hopefully one of them chooses to come here. Let's see. Okay, we got either Tibbs, Finch, or Lue. I want the guy with championship experience. We are stealing Ty Lue from the LA Clippers, and he's our next Denver Nuggets head coach. And we are going to kickstart the offseason by trading away Michael Porter Jr., the last pick in the lottery out of Missouri in that 2018 draft. Helped win us a title back in 2023. An incredible player. We're trading him and Dante DiVincenzo in a second to LA for Austin Reaves and Mitchell Robinson. Yeah, we are going to get a very good six-man in Austin Reaves. I do believe Julian Strawther is going to start for us at the 3. I don't know yet, but yeah, Reaves is going to be that six-man. We get a very good backup center in Mitchell Robinson, and it is the end of an era. I thought about getting maybe another power forward. I do think I could look to make another trade this offseason, but that may come at team player options. We didn't have any draft picks. The Hornets had the number 1 pick. They took Tara Stokes, Brandon McCoy, and Elijah Arenas to the Jazz, Alex Costanza to the Rockets. Zeke Naji option, no surprise there. We are going to pick up the team option on Deron Holmes. He's going to be a trade candidate as well. Sorber and Stojakovic can get the qualifying offers. And we're going to shed a little bit of money here. Washington's going to help us out. They are going to give us a first-round pick. I think this one would make more sense for them, honestly, than their unprotected first. They're taking on the last year Zeke Naji, but they get Deron Holmes in a second. We're taking this Andy Ross guy in this deal. Actually, I don't even want him. So, yeah, we're going to get a first-round pick. That's going to have, like, no value, but, you know, it is a first for those guys who we didn't really want anymore. So, we have Mitchell Robinson as the backup 5. I would like to get a third-string center out here. I don't mind paying the minimum, but I may try to get Kyle Filipowski, who could space the floor, and I think I'm going to change him to a power forward. So, say we land Filipowski. I mean, I would love Mo Wagner or Nick Richards for the minimum. That's probably not happening. So I'll take Neemias Queta for the minimum. And we get Filipowski, we get Queta, because I'm going to get Thomas Sorber back most likely on the qualifying offer. And I'm also going to bring back Saddiq Bey on a 2-year deal worth around $10 million. It's a good sweet spot if there's going to be a trade. And I'm also going to bring in Chris Dunn on a veteran minimum. Not sure if I'm going to have to release him. And did Giannis switch teams? No, he went back to the Bucks. Jalen Green goes to the Wizards. Hero and Shaedon Sharpe joined the Clippers. RJ Barrett and Jordan Poole joined the Warriors. A couple guys from that 2019 draft. Poole goes back to the Warriors. I just saw his game winner the other day when he was at Michigan. Crazy shot in March Madness. So Jamal Murray starting to regress. That's great. Jokic, still a beast. Don't know if this is a good enough team around. Like, we have depth. Once again, I don't know. But I do think there would be an easier trade to be made this year with this year's depth. All right, so let's look at the 2028 rotation. Murray, Brown, Strawther, Gordon, and Jokic. It's a little bit different. Jokic doesn't have to play too many minutes now. I'm going to play him like 32 throughout the regular season. Let's keep him fresh. 16 minutes a night to Mitchell Robinson. We're going to have Peyton Watson as the 7th man because we're going to have newly acquired Austin Reaves as the 6th man. Not sure if he regressed, but he's going to get like 25 minutes a night. Then we're going to have a ton of guys playing this rotation. I don't know if Saddiq Bey is going to really crack it. Filipowski is going to get like 14. Let's go about 18 to Peyton Watson. The last spot, do I go to Stojakovic? Do I go to Sorber? Let's see what recent first-round pick Carter Knox can do. We can get about 10 minutes a night. And then with the final 14, I want to go 33 to Murray and Brown. And then let's go 28 to Strawther, 29 to Gordon. We can go 34 to Jokic. It is Nikola Jokic after all. Let's go to balance, which we are 4 stars under Ty Lue. Start the season on the road against the Jazz, and we win by 14. It's a big year for us. If we do not play well, I don't know if that means Aaron Gordon or Jamal Murray is going to be on this team going forward, but we get off to a solid 4-2 start. And yet again, at the deadline, we are incredible. We are 39-10. Oh, man, they're going to rope me in. So our offense isn't as good without Michael Porter Jr. Memphis' offense with Josh, Scoot, Market, and Gigi and Edie is incredible. But to be honest with you, I'm fine with this. Our defense is really good. It is 3rd best. We're top 3 in offense, top 3 in defense, which leads us to have the best point differential in the West. Jokic, 27, 12, and 8. 55, 47, 85 splits. He's been incredible. Murray, 50, 40, 90 yet again. But we're seeing the Julian Strawther breakout. Christian Brown is still an incredible player for us. Austin Reaves, maybe not the efficiency that I would have liked. I mean, he's still making just $15 million a year. I don't want to be too reactionary and move him. Aaron Gordon is a guy that becomes interesting. He's going to opt into his $35 million player option in the offseason, but I don't want to move him. I think we can have a Watson debate. I mean, we're really good, and we have a deep team yet again. I'm not going to make any trades. I haven't really been that active at the deadline. I think if we don't get it done in the offseason, we will look to move on from Aaron Gordon or Peyton Watson, but I think we can win it all this year with them. We're 1 in the West. We're a top 3 offensive defensive team in the West. We can win it all. Oh my God. Jokic just takes home his 5th MVP of his career. No. Would this be his 6th? Yeah, 6th. 53, 44, 84 splits. This has to be the year we get it done. I know it's going to be without Michael Porter Jr., but we kept most of this core together. Jokic is on All-NBA first team. He's still a top defender in the sport. We love to see that. And we are the 1 seed in the Western Conference. We were the 1 seed a couple years ago, and then we lost, in round number 2. We finished as the 4th best offensive team. We finished as the 3rd best defensive team in the West. But we do have the best point differential. 2nd best in the NBA. You got Washington over there with DaRon Holmes and Zeke Nnaji. I don't know if either one of them is playing specifically. It looks like Nnaji maybe a little bit more than Holmes. I feel like we got the depth. I feel like we have the complementary pieces around Jokic. Let's get it done. We're taking on Portland in round 1. These two teams have had some very good playoff series in the past, most notably the Western Conference semifinals back in 2019, where that went to a 7-game series. We had a double or triple overtime game in that series as well. So for the playoffs, Saddiq Bey was fine for us this year. Not going to play. Filipowski, 14 minutes. That's fine with me. I think Mitch Robbins going to get like 12 minutes tonight. Maybe even 10. But he's going to give me good 10 minutes. He's a very good backup center for this team. Peyton Watson, good defender, but he's going to drop down to 14 minutes tonight. Reeves, I'm fine with him at like 23. Let's go 38 to Jokic, 30 to Gordon. Let's go 33 to Strother, 36 to Brown, and then we could do about 37 to Murray. All right, let's go a couple more to Filipowski. Honestly, let's go like 18 to Filipowski, and we can do one more to Reeves. I am going to change Filipowski's position to a power forward, just so he's more so eating into the minutes of Nikola Jokic or Aaron Gordon and not Nikola Jokic. So here we go. We're taking on Portland in round 1. If we lose with Ty Lue in round number 1, I'm going to give up. We are tied 2-2. Julian Strawther gets hurt. He's out 6 to 8 weeks, but he can play through it. He's been so good. All right, we'll keep an eye on it. Game 6. Oh my God, we're going to a game 7 with an 8 seed. Cameron Boozer drops 26. Don't do this to me. We should be sweeping this team. Thank God we win in 7. All right, we dropped 140. Okay, I don't know. Christian Brown and Jokic combined for 50. We're taking on the Warriors here in round number 2. Jokic averaged a 28-point triple-double. Strawther was great. Brown struggled and Reeves struggled. Reeves, you had an inefficient regular season. Do not have an inefficient playoffs, please. The Warriors spent in free agency. We know that. They had a Jordan Poole. They had an RJ Barrett. Like, the team isn't flashy on paper, but they beat us last year. And Jasper Johnson seems like he's really good. So I'll keep an eye on Julian Strawther. If he shoots the ball poorly, I could lower the minutes. All right. One more stinker from Strawther. The minutes are going down. But we do go up 2-0. All right. Strawther, the minutes are going to go down. I don't know if we're going to bench him. They're suggesting he plays 8 minutes a night. All right. Let's bench him. We're going to get Peyton Watson in there. Yeah, I think. I'm not going to I don't think I'm going to move Brown to the 3. I think we can give more minutes to Watson. Maybe one more to Gordon, who's been pretty good for us in the playoffs. And we'll go one more to Reeves. Here we go. Game number 3. All right, we can go up 3-0. All right, we lose 2 in a row. We win game 5. And for the second straight series, we are going to a game 7. I do not feel good about this. Wow, absolute stinkers across the board in game 6. Here we go, game 7. I'm going to lose my mind if we don't make it to the conference finals. We were the 1 seed. This Warriors team sucks on paper, and they're going to beat me 2 years in a row. Thank God. All right, we blew them out in the 3rd quarter. They owned us in the 1st. Do not choke this. We're up by 8 with 90 seconds left. You're about to blow an 8-point lead. Oh, my God. Thank God. We won by 3. Oh, okay. Jokic 7 of 20. 1 of 10 from 3. Maybe stop taking him, Jokic. So we're in the conference finals. I mean, Jamal Murray was incredible in the semifinals there. Strawther, hopefully he's going to be healthy very soon. Maybe not. Maybe that's wishful thinking. We're going up against the Thunder. They got Kaman Mali-Watch. They have Dalton Connect. Oh my God, of course they got Michael Porter Jr. on their team. They don't even need him. Game 1, we actually won. Okay, Jokic is... Okay, Filipowski's putting the team on his back. Peyton Watson, breakout series much. Game number 2, we do lose this one. I guess I'm fine splitting it. I thought they could sweep us. They could win 3 in a row. Jokic twists his ankle. We do win this game. All right, Jokic can play through it. He had a 29-point triple-double. Jamal Murray, 30 and 10. Can we take a 3-1 lead? Oh, my God. How? How are we up 3-1 against this team, but we struggled against a much, much inferior Warriors team? Game 5. Please, can we go to the finals? Okay, we lose this game by 13. Christian Brown at 38. Do not lose game 6. Please. Oh, my God. We're going to blow a 3-1 lead, aren't we? They had to do this to me. They had to do this to me. Is Strawther back yet? Nope, he's still dealing with the injury, and so is Reeves. Here we go, game 7 at home. We're going to blow a 3-1 lead, aren't we? They're so much better than us on paper, I feel like. They're just deeper, I should say. We have a good second quarter. All right, we're up by 11. Do not blow this. Do not choke in the 4th. We're up by 9, please. All right, there we go. We're going to the NBA Finals. We do not blow the 3-1 lead. Jokic with a 33-point triple-double. Aaron Gordon stepping up. Jokic gets conference finals MVP. Garland averaged a 21-point double-double. We are back in the NBA finals for the first time since 2023. Jokic got it done, man. He did. Christian Braun stepped up. Reeves played well. He's still day-to-day. Strother is 1 to 2 weeks. We're taking on the Cavs, who have a very good team. Oh my God, that is an elite top 6. They have Day'Ron Sharpe, Lonzo Ball, Mo Wagner off the bench. They got Bryce James as well, which is fitting. LeBron son back to Cleveland. We do lose game 1 by 3. Jokic has an incredible game. Game number 2, please. We win. Okay, thank God. We're actually the home team here in the series, or we have home court. Jokic with an incredible game. Game number 3, please. Oh, we lose. Okay, by 7. Can we get Strother back healthy? Still? All right, he's getting better. Game number 4, don't go down. Okay, no, we are going to now put Strother back in the starting 5. I think Watson did a really good job. Just kind of being like holding that team up a little bit. So let's go 30 there, 35. Let's get a little bit more than to Strother. He's fully healthy, and we lose game 4. Oh my God, we lost by 42. So now Christian Braun 2 of 14, Peyton Watson, Filipowski, not good. We do force a game 6. We held them to 9 points in that third quarter. Murray, jeez, man, jeez. All right, let's see what we got here. Game 6. I think we lower Watson's minutes to like 10. I think we lower Filipowski's to 10. And we're going to go 42 to Jokic, 34 to Gordon, 37 to Strother and Brown. And then we're going to go 39 to Murray. We're going to ride on them. We're going to ride them hard. Game 6. Let's see what happens. Can we force a game 7 and just pull what the Thunder did to us and then hopefully win game 7? This is a tough one. We're down by 13. We need a miraculous comeback, and that is not going to happen. Yep, we are going to lose by 19. We make it to the NBA Finals, but we lose. Jokic even gets Finals MVP in a series we lost. That sucks. Chris Dunn retires. Kawhi heads to the Hall of Fame. And we do own our first-round pick here. It's going to come in at pick 28. That first-rounder we actually got from the Najee trades at pick 20. That's like 6 spots higher than what I thought it was going to be at. Lou did bring us to the promised land, but we couldn't win it. Or maybe the promised land is winning it all. So he brought us at least to the finals. We got some big moves to make, I think. I don't think I'm going to make any moves until Aaron Gordon opts in. We did draft Rob Tucker. I like the 6'5 guard, but he's not great. And we got Nelson Craig with our pick, another 6'5 guard. So the number 1 pick, Junzi Liu. Yeah. Looks pretty good. I assume that's Ty Lue's son. 85 overall at 18. That's incredible. So Carter Knox picking that up. Gordon opts in. No shocker there. We get Filipowski, Stojakovic, and Schwarber on the qualifying offers. All right, I want to see if I can move Aaron Gordon, our first-round pick, and Nelson Craig to the Jazz for Jabari Smith Jr. We get a little bit younger and a little bit more consistent floor spacing. Not as good defense next to Nikola Jokic. There's a trade exception involved. They say no. What about if I throw in my other first-round pick, which is kind of stupid, Rob Tucker? They can't do that. All right, I know they were intrigued about like Saddiq Bey or Carter Knox. I would throw in Carter Knox instead of the first. They say no. All right, I will throw in the first. Carter Knox and Aaron Gordon for Jabari Smith. They say yes to that. I thought about moving Jamal Murray this offseason, but I just don't think it's going to happen. And I'm going to sign Scottie Pippen Jr. to a 3-year deal worth $15 million. Filipowski gets a deal from the Bulls, about $14 million. We are going to match that. As Devin Booker ended up signing with the Kings. And we are going to get Schwarber and Stojakovic back on the qualifying offers for around $6 million. Yeah, like I said, I thought about moving Murray this offseason. I don't know. And we have a bunch of guys that are in contract years. Jamal Murray, Mitchell Robinson, and Peyton Watson, and Austin Reeves. This deadline, it's going to get interesting. All right, so Reeves, oh my God, man. He regressed so hard. Kind of sucks because I traded basically Michael Porter Jr. for him. Filipowski's going to get 17 minutes a night. We're going to go about like 11 to Mitchell Robinson. We'll go 10 to Mitchell Robinson, 10 to Sorber, 10 to Austin Reeves. I think Mitch could get traded this year just because of... Actually, Saddiq Bey is not in the starting rotation. I don't know what we're doing here. So let's go something like this. Murray's not going to play that much throughout the regular season. Saddiq Bey, I don't think is going to play that much either. Like, I'd still rather see what I got out of Austin Reeves. I think we are, for once, going to be active at the deadline. Love to see this. Christian Braun dislocates his right patella. He's out 4 to 6 months. He'll be back before the year's over. Man, Jamal Murray, when I want to write him off, he's just been incredible. All right. Blockbuster trade alert. I am going to trade Thomas Sorber, Austin Reeves, who's actually been pretty good for us this year, and Scottie Pippen Jr., who we just signed to the Magic for Neemias Queta. Welcome back. And Jalen Suggs. Welcome to Denver. So I think Suggs can help out Jamal Murray in the backcourt defensively. I don't really care who the starting point guard is. It looks like it's a little bit better if it's Suggs. So then I'm going to make Jamal Murray a shooting guard. And this is going to allow us to, I think, make Strother a full-on sixth man. Well, that will be when Christian Braun is back. And that's great, too. Nikola Jokic is out for 6 to 8 weeks. Jeez, man. Jokic wins another MVP. That's 6 in his career now. That is incredible. That's 7. Oh my God, he's won 4 in a row. Yeah, that rookie center ends up winning Rookie of the Year. Kasperi Shakuchonis, 6th man of the year for the Mavs. We are the 1 seed in the Western Conference. We went 61-21. We had the best point differential in the West, but not the NBA, as the Celtics somehow have Reed Shepherd Fox with the Jays and Kristaps over there. A couple of Kentucky guys in that backcourt. So, yeah, we ended up with the 2nd best offense and the 4th best defense. Thing is, Jalen Suggs broke his leg. Now, he's day-to-day, which is nice. Filipowski currently dealing with an injury, but I finally got like Christian Braun back. We'll show you guys the stats from the end of the year. I mean, Jokic was incredible. Murray took a little bit of a step back. He's starting to regress. That's why I would like to win the NBA Finals this year. Neemias Queta was actually pretty good for us, but I'm going to give Peyton Watson like 14 minutes a night. I just don't trust the offense. He is a free agent at the end of the year. We're going to go 20 to like Filipowski. Mitchell Robinson's going to get like 10 minutes a night just because, yeah, we got Jokic playing a ton. Suggs is hurt. Queta, Stojakovic, yeah, they're not going to play. Even Stojakovic wasn't that bad for us this year. All right, let's go 34, 35 to Murray. Let's go 33 to Strother. Let's go 35 to Brown. Let's go about 33 to Jabari Smith Jr. And then who would I rather play more off the bench? Probably go like 22 to Filipowski. Let's go, I think a little bit more to Saddiq Bey. They like Saddiq Bey. Let's see what he can do. We're taking on the Thunder. I mean, how is this an 8 seed? I don't know. So if you're just going to beat me as an 8 seed, just put me out of my misery right now. Oh, we got Suggs back. All right. So Julian Strother is going to go to the bench. We're going to get Suggs in there, which means Watson's going to get 10 minutes. Bey is not going to play. And we're going to go about 20 minutes to Filipowski. Probably less than that. We'll go 17 to Filipowski, 28 to Strother coming off the bench. Come on, speed OKC. Please don't lose to this team. 2-1. Strother gets hurt. Filipowski's healthy. 3-1. And, okay, Christian Braun sprains his left foot, but I think he'll be fine soon. And we advanced. We beat him in 5. Christian Braun can play through what it looks like for a little bit. I think he should be good to go. Yeah, I think so. So looking at the numbers from that series here in round number 1, Jamal Murray actually scored more than Jokic. Jabari Smith Jr. stepping up. Just has more offensive upside than Aaron Gordon did. Taking on the Spurs. I mean, we played Wemby plenty of times here. It looks like, yeah, De'Aaron Fox was in Boston. Can we go to the conference finals? Brown is fully healthy. Strother's fully healthy. And we sweep them. Look at that. 8-1 start. All right. Yeah, that is pretty. That is pretty. Murray averaged 28. Smith 26. Jokic 25 in those conference finals. We're taking on the Phoenix Suns. They have Bronny James at their 1. Connect and Triple J. They have Siakam on their team as well as Quentin Grimes. I feel like we should beat them. And we're down 2-0. Don't you love that? 2-1. And we lose in 6. Come on, man. Come on. Like, the other teams are so much better. Like, oh my God. I can't. I can't with this. And whenever Jokic wins MVP, I guess I'm just not going to win at all. All right, it's a new day for me after losing in the conference finals to the Phoenix Suns. We are seeing a lot of notable players retire here as we are going into the 2030 offseason. We do see Philadelphia get the number 1 overall pick, the Jazz at 2, the Trailblazers at 3. We do own, or we don't own our first round pick this year. That is going to go to OKC at 28. And I'm going to do this trade with the Sacramento Kings. I am going to get, I believe, the swap worst out of this between us and the Kings in 2031, but I'm basically swapping Nelson Craig and Rob Tucker for Goga Bitadze. The number 1 overall pick was Ian Cheatham, a 6'9" wing from Louisville going number 1. Some solid players here at the top that could definitely work out. We don't have any team player options. Andrei Stojakovic, I will give the qualifying offer to. We do have one notable free agent in Jamal Murray, and then a couple other guys as well. I would like to bring back most of these players. I mean, Peyton Watson could definitely be a sign and trade. And I'm going to re-sign Jamal Murray, Mitchell Robinson, Saddiq Bey, and Peyton Watson all on 2-year deals. And we are going to pick up Keegan Murray on a 2-year deal as well with around $12 million. And going into next year, we have Jabari Smith Jr., Jalen Suggs, Christian Braun, and Kyle Filipowski, and Julian Strother all being potential free agents. And we're going to see if we can orchestrate Goga Bitadze, who we just picked up, that first round pick in 2031, and Peyton Watson for Jalen Wells from the Memphis Grizzlies. They would want Jamal Murray in this deal, which they originally wanted. I don't want to throw in Jamal right now. I don't mind him being a 6-man. A second round pick does not get it done. I don't want to throw in 2 second round or okay, we're able to get it done with 2 second rounders. I didn't want to have to throw in a first round pick in that deal. And we're going to sign a couple players to minimum contracts. Austin Reeves, welcome back. Mo Wagner and Pele Larson. As Cooper Flagg resigns with the Washington Wizards, LaMelo Ball goes over to the LA Lakers. Luka does resign with the Bulls. But yeah, us picking up Jalen Wells means Jamal Murray is definitely coming off the bench. He was regressing a little bit. And I thought about trading him. Jamal Murray is now down to an 80 overall. Doesn't help that Jokic is regressing as well. So right now I'm going to rework a new extension with Jabari Smith Jr. Christian Brown, let's also re-sign as well. We can give him a decent amount of money over the next 3 years. And I would like to bring back Julian Strawther as well. So those contract extensions we signed to them after their rookie deals were great deals for us. And I would also like to bring back Jalen Suggs. It's going to be a 4-year deal worth around $120 million. Let's do that. All right, so we're going to have we could have like 4 J's in here if we want to have Jalen, Julian, Jalen, and Jabari. But I'm going to go Suggs at the 1. We're going to go Brown at the 2, Wells at the 3, Smith at the 4, Jokic at the 5 with Strawther, Filipowski. Jamal Murray's not going to play that much coming off the bench. Mitchell Robinson's going to get around 12 minutes a night. I don't think I'm going to play Saddiq Bey. I think I'd rather see what Keegan Murray can do. And we do have like a plethora of wings at the moment. We're going to go like 18 a night to Filipowski. I'd like to go about 25 to Julian Strawther. So yeah, let's try to get a decent amount of minutes here to the starting 5. I'm also going to make Keegan Murray a small forward. And he actually goes down in overall, so never mind. And I don't know. I don't know if this is the best team we've had yet. We did start off with a blowout win against the Lakers. But every time we are a 1 seed, we just collapse in the playoffs. All right, so AJ Debanta wins MVP this year with the Chicago Bulls. Him and Luka on the same team is kind of filthy. Reed Sheppard balling out over there in Detroit. Pablo Popov is your most improved player currently on the Detroit Pistons. There's Jasper Johnson, who's eliminated us in the playoffs before. We do get Coach of the Year. We got the 1 seed. Jokic was not on an All-NBA team this year. Interesting. And yeah, like I said, we are the 1 seed in the Western Conference. I've been the 1 seed plenty of times, and nothing happens. We are taking on the Memphis Grizzlies, so the Jalen Wells revenge series. The Peyton Watson revenge series as well. He did not shoot the ball well whatsoever for them. Trent Perry, who I could have gone for Jamal Murray, maybe would have made a lot of sense, but I'd like to win it all with just 1 more OG on this team. You can see a little bit of regression from Jokic, and Julian Strawther does have currently a day-to-day injury, but here are the stats this year. Jalen Wells shot the ball very well. Jabari Smith Jr., a good stretch 4. Like, we have plenty of wings on this team that can shoot the ball very well. And it looks like we're not going to have Strawther for the first game or 2. Just beat Memphis, right? We do win game number 1. Jokic drops 23, 5, and 8. When are we going to get Strawther back? Doesn't matter. We do win game 2 by 30. Jalen Wells, 30 points against his former team. He shot the ball very well for us this year. No pun intended. There we go. We get Strawther back for game 3. Let's figure out this rotation, which I would like to have Christian Brown starting with Suggs in the backcourt. I think that's really good defensively. Christian Brown is a beast. Jalen Wells is going to be at the 3. Jabari Smith Jr. at the 4. Even though Filipowski was a good stretch 4 for us this year and probably would cost less than Jabari Smith Jr. annually. But yeah, there's going to be no Saddiq Bey in the playoffs. Keegan Murray shot the ball very well for us also this year. 43% from 3. He's going to get about 15 minutes a night. We're going to go about 20 to Filipowski, 20 to Murray. Honestly, do I want to run the 10-man rotation? Like, I may not even play Keegan Murray. Or I give him about 10 minutes a night. Jamal Murray, I worry about the defense a little bit, but he's off to a good start in the playoffs. Let's give him about 17 minutes a night with Filipowski. I'm fine with that bench unit. We'll go about 29 to Jabari Smith Jr., 38 to Jokic, 34 to Wells. Let's do about 31 to Christian Brown. We can do about 29 to Suggs, which that may go up. Game number 3, we do end up winning this one by double digits. Jokic with a triple-double, Jabari Smith Jr. with 25. We do not sweep them, but we gentlemen sweep them. We ended up winning by 23 in game 5, and we are going to be taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves here in round number 2. Pretty evenly distributed there. Julian Strawther was fantastic when he came back. Jabari Smith Jr. and Jamal Murray struggled a little bit. We can ride the hot hand if we want to. We do win game number 1 against Minnesota. Jalen Wells did not shoot the ball well. They paid him Pritchard and Anthony Edwards in that backcourt. So 3 guys here from the 2020 draft class. Game number 2 goes to Denver. 3 goes to Denver. Don't blow a 3-0 lead. And okay, they won 2 in a row, but we end up winning in 6, and we are in the conference finals. Still thinking about trimming the rotation a little bit, but Keegan Murray, like, he's a guy I could eliminate. He's been fine for us in the playoffs. Jabari Smith Jr. has kind of been struggling a little bit. So what I may do is lower his minutes and play a little bit more to Filipowski. I think we can go 23 minutes a night to each of them. We're taking on OKC. Oh, God, they have a good team. They do. But so do we. Game 1 goes to Denver. Massive win. Jabari Smith Jr., I lowered his minutes. He drops 26. Christian Brown steps up. Game number 2 goes to Denver. We dropped 151 on them. That's what I'm talking about. Please win game 3. Bang. Just don't blow a 3-0 lead. We just beat them by basically 50 points. Don't blow a 3-0 lead, and we sweep them. Jokic, Conference Finals MVP, 25, 10, and 11. We're in the NBA Finals against the Chicago Bulls, who are very good. We had a 13.6 point differential this year. They had a 9. I'm nervous. So if we look at the NBA history before we start this, we did lose to Cleveland a few years ago. So I've only made it to 1 finals before this. We're taking on Luka, Kobe White, AJ Debanta, Buzelis, and an older Jakob Poeltl. They have a good shooting bench. Let's see what happens. Game 1 goes to Chicago. Oh my God, we're not doing this. You're not going to bring me back to the finals just to lose. Jalen Wells and Jabari Smith Jr. combined 6 of 25 from the field. Honestly, I like you, Keegan Murray, and I think you've been a good signing for us. But I am going to trim this rotation a little bit. And we're going to go about 33 minutes to Suggs, 33 to Brown. Let's actually go more to Brown and Jalen Wells. And I can do about 1 more to Jokic. Why not? So game number 2, don't lose this one. Thank God. Okay. Huge win. Huge win. We had 5 guys score 18 plus. Please win game 3. Oh, come on. Come on, man. Luka drops 42. You're killing me. All right, we win game 4 by 5. Oh my God, look at that fourth quarter comeback. We outscored them 37 to what that was, like 16. Game 5 at home. Please go up 3 games to 2. Do not go back and forth like this. I can't take, oh my God, the third quarter. All right, we're down by 6. 8 minutes to go. Please come back and win this one. Oh my God, man, we lost by 3. Jokic. Oh, his prime looks like it's over. I'm not getting these MVP Jokic numbers anymore. Game 6. We can win this. I mean, we've been going back and forth. We are up by 18 as long as we don't blow this 18-point lead, which we just do. I'm going to lose my goddamn mind. All right, we win by 15. That's fine. Game 7. Here we go. I am so nervous for this one. I am so nervous. AJ Debanta is so good. Oh my God, I'm just begging this team. I don't know if I want to lower Jamal Murray's minutes for game 7 because it's just 1 game left. Yeah, we're going to lower Jamal Murray's minutes to 10. Let's go about 35 to Suggs, who's been good for us in the playoffs. We can go a little bit more to Jabari Smith and Filipowski, and we'll do, yeah, that's fine. All right, here we go. Game 7. Everyone's healthy. Thank God. We're at home. We've been going back and forth. So if that trend continues, Chicago wins, but hopefully we can break that. We get outscored by 7. Oh my God, we're down by 16. All right. How do you guys score 37 points in the first half? That is so embarrassing. Oh my God, what a start to the third quarter. We are right back in this. Please. Oh my God. What a third quarter. This is scary. This is so scary. Oh my God. All right, we're up by 3 with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. We're up by 1. Let's watch this. This is going to be the final year right here. Let's watch it unfold. All right, Montas Buzelis is at the free throw line for 2 free throws. He can give them the lead here on the road. He knocks down the first one. Is he going to knock down both of them? Yes, he will. All right, we are down by 1. A minute 40 left. It looks like we got the starting 5 out there. Suggs is tired. Jakob Poeltl is guarding Jokic. Let's see what we can do. All right, Jokic, I need, oh my God, Jokic dribble moves. What are we doing? What are we doing? Do not turn it over. Jokic, please go in there. No, he misses it. Oh my God. He had a lane and he pulled up. AJ Debanta kicks it over there to Kobe White, guarded by Christian Brown, who's a good defender. All right, we're good. We'll give Kobe White that shot. He misses it. Rebounded by Jokic. Come on, let's take the lead here. Jalen Wells, do not turn it over, please. He kicks it out to Jalen Suggs, guarded by Poeltl. Get it to Jokic in the post. Get it to him in the post. He's guarded by AJ. They're going to send the double. Please, open 3. Christian Brown, we need this so badly. Brown, no, he misses it. Oh, thank God Jokic is there for the rebound, and he misses the putback. Come on. Oh, how did Christian Brown miss that? AJ downhill, this isn't going to be good. And he makes that. We're down by 3 with 51 seconds left. How does Christian Brown miss that 3? How does Jokic miss the offensive rebound putback? We're down by 3. I'd much rather be them right now. I don't trust Jokic. This isn't the old Jokic. That was a nice move. All right, down by 1. All right, so Luka is not on the floor. I'm not sure if he fouled out or got injured or something like that. We need to play some help defense here. Jokic, Poeltl's not going to shoot the ball. Help him out a little bit. There we go. I'm fine with that. But Debanta just pushes it. How does he get the rebound? Oh my God. All right, 11 seconds left. Suggs, we're paying you for defense. Can you guard Dylan Mingo? You can. Oh, they're going to call a foul. I don't know if that's a weak call. We do have 1 timeout left. I mean, I'm going to let them challenge it. I don't think they will. That's Suggs' 5th. Oh, please miss 1. Please miss 1. First one is no good. Let's go. All right. We're back. We're back. 20 seconds left. Can he miss them both? Can he miss them both? Nope. He knocks down that one. All right. I guess our best case is either overtime or maybe a game winner in game 7 of the NBA Finals. I don't even know who I trust most taking the 3. Like, Jokic for obvious reasons. Brown missed that 3, but he's been such a good 3-point shooter. Jalen Wells is a lead as well. All right. Jokic, I'm fine. Just don't take a stupid shot. Don't take a stupid shot. Don't turn the ball over. Jokic got him in the air. And 1! And 1! And 1! Go, Jokic! No way. No way. Oh my god, the hop step inside. And it worked. He got Pirtle in the air. Do they have a timeout? They do. There's a lot of time left. Okay, he knocks down the free throw. That would have been so anticlimactic if he missed it. Oh my god, Jokic with the fist pump. I've never seen that much energy from him. Game 7 at home at the NBA Finals. That was electric. All right, so I guess we're going to have Jokic out there for I don't know if they wanted to put Mitch Robb out there for defensive purposes. 2K doesn't really do that on its own. I mean, they're going to go to Debanza here. Jokic, play some help defense. Pirtle cannot shoot. Don't make me lose on a game winner. Oh, God, he gets right by Wells. What the hell was that? What type of defense was that? 3 seconds left. Oh, my God. What a dumb way to lose. What a dumb way to lose. Oh, my God. No. No. Oh my god, man. That sucks.